All right, so you think you can't teach, or you're thinking that a full-on course is a little too much for you? Well, if you want to make a little extra money online, and this is true, it works. I'm going to show you my stats here in a minute, so stay tuned. I'm going to show you how I use Skillshare to make a few extra bucks. And I'm going to show you my stats to show you that I think my growth is going to continue, hopefully exponentially. So what is Skillshare? Skillshare is a platform that you can put your tutorial on, but it's catered towards like smaller, very small chunks of time, like 20, 30-minute tutorials. So you don't have to dedicate like a full course, like you're not teaching the entire course of something. If you know of any skill, you can be a teacher on Skillshare for free. It doesn't matter, you can sign up and check it out. And here's the beauty of Skillshare now. Now I'm new to this platform, but people pay for a monthly membership to all the classes. So if your class is horrible, don't feel bad that somebody just spent money to get to your class, because they're not accessing your class, your tutorial. They're accessing the entire platform's tutorial all at once. So I think they pay something like $10.99 a month, and they have access to a wealth of information, including your tutorials. So the way Skillshare works is they keep track of how many minutes your material was watched and how much material is out there, and they do all sorts of math on it, and they say, here's what you earned for the month. But I am going to show you my stats so you can see that I'm making real money. Well, it's money. We'll just call it that. So right here, you see my screen, and I'm going to click on Teach, and we're going to first look at my stats, and then I'll show you how to actually create a course and how to reuse some content that you might already have. It's actually extremely easy. You're allowed to do one course per week on Skillshare, as in you can only put up a new course once per week. So you can start accumulating courses. So let's go to my teacher stats first. I threw up a couple videos on here. First, I want to guide you to the right-hand side where it says View Class Stats. It shows you how many students I have, the name of the title of the class, and when I published it. And knowing when you published it's very important, because you can only publish once a week a new course. And now, I, so far, have only recycled content from YouTube. Once again, I always talk about recycling your content. So what I did was I recycled my content, put it on Skillshare, added an intro, and added a project. So in Skillshare, you have to have a project for the person to do. So if I'm gonna, according to this one, it says scrape the web, no programming experience required. So my project to the user is, hey, after you've learned what I've taught you, go find your own website and scrape it and show me the results. That's the project. Let's see, this one here has no students, so it's not doing so well, but it's just recycled content from YouTube. So create your own YouTube thumbnails, and the project for this one is, okay, take your statistics from YouTube Analytics now, jot those down, and then create new thumbnails, wait 2 or 3, 4 weeks, and check your stats again. See if you get a better click-through rate, because the thumbnails are all about click-through. You want people to click on it when they see it. And so on and so on. So I have these different ones. Now, scrape Twitter using R programming. That's got 9 students. It's been published since almost June, I guess. So June, July, August, and September. So 4 months. So it's quite a long time. But I will tell you, I've made some mistakes along the way. That's why I don't have that many students. I've got one review, but look at this here. I have 260 minutes watched. Now, if I scroll down, it tells me my September statistics. So of those 260, 157 of them have watched it this month. Now, I made some changes literally just a couple days ago. That's going to help me tremendously. Let's scroll down and look at this chart here. Right now it's showing days. I'm going to click on months, and I'm going to show you what I mean by I made some changes. As you can see, the month of May, June, and July are pretty low numbers. But now in September, I'm up to 157 premium minutes watched. So if I've made $4 basically off of my, these minutes here, I'm making that in 1 month instead of 3 months or whatnot, right? Not a big deal. I know $4 doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a test. It's a proof of concept. It's working, right? Now, what I want to show you is what I did wrong so that you can avoid that. So when you go to your classes, if I click on Teach and I go to Classes You're Teaching, what I did wrong was I didn't I didn't have any covers for my courses. So I literally had like the stock video cover that you would get on YouTube or something if you didn't put your own custom thumbnail on there. And let me tell you, they were horrendous. And then I didn't have a way for people to get to my courses except for organic searches from within Skillshare itself. So what I did was I put them all, and I just did this the other day. So let's see my statistics in about a month and see if they've changed, but they're all on my web page. So literally the first thing you see on my webpage is you get 2 free months of Skillshare. Click on that, boom, all of a sudden people can check out Skillshare. In fact, I recommend checking it out. Check out what kind of courses are out there and say, hey, you know what, I could do that too. Oh, how to change a skateboard deck out, right? How do you grip tape a skateboard? Anything. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's R programming or how to skateboard or how to ollie. Who cares? Because people are paying for the entire membership, not just for your course. Now, I have here separated out my Udemy courses and my scrape my Skillshare, and I have a little symbol there showing where they would go if they clicked on this. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to drive people to these paid courses because YouTube AdSense is just not going to cut it, right? So if you make, $40 a month, $50 a month on AdSense, and you can add in another $50, $60 a month on things like this. So right now, as you saw, my Skillshare was making, $4, but it looks like I'll be making $4 in September instead of waiting 3 months. So let's make that into $14, $24, $34 a month. Let's add that up. Throw in the Udemy on there, another $20, $30 a month. Throw in my AdSense. So we're pushing the boundaries of getting into that 3-digit monthly passive income, $100. Doesn't seem like a lot, but this is just the beginning. Start accumulating, start making these better every time. You iteratively figure this stuff out. If you try to get it perfect the first time, you are going to waste your time and you're going to spend hours and hours and hours not making anything. And you think my $4 is like nothing? You think it's nothing? It's a coffee, I get it. But it's not the $4. It's the fact that I learned how to do all this, how to set it up. How did I make these images? How did I get that grid-like view? And I'll show you also on my phone. I'll send a phone video to this edit so you can see what it looks like on my phone. So I advise you, especially if you want to learn more about it, to go to my website, markgingras.com, click on the free 2 months, sign up, check out a few courses, and then realize you can do these courses. You can make the money. Or don't sign up for the free 2 months and just straight sign up to teach courses and start your first course. Again, all of my courses, every one of them so far, have not been from scratch. They've all come from YouTube already. I already taught on YouTube how to scrape the web. So what I did was I add an intro, I add a couple extra snippets here, and then I add a project and I talk about it. That's it. So you just have to add a little effort. And I just want you to know that you can do this. It doesn't matter what your skill is. If you know art, photography, skateboarding, programming, it does not matter. If you want to start earning money, and I know people are going to make fun of me for making $4, I don't care, because you have to start somewhere. And a lot of people online, they're making up their numbers anyways. So start with $4. Let's make it into 14, 24. And like I said, you start aggregating this stuff up. It's all reused content. It's all reused. You start adding this stuff up and it's going to start making significant dents into your financial income. Hey, like I said, I'm close to pushing 60, maybe $60 between all the stuff that I have. And it's all reused content. Again, I want to keep this short, but again, click on the 2 free months. That'll help me out because it'll give me $10. It'll help you out because you can get an idea of what Skillshare is, that platform, and then go ahead and start teaching on your own and do videos like this to let the world know that anybody can make money on it. So if you found this video helpful, go ahead and you know the drill. Click the like, bell, all that good stuff. But more importantly, go to my website, markgingras.com, and take one of these courses if you're interested.